What up, nerds, and welcome back to the Haunted Hideaway, where we celebrate the crossover between tiki and horror. I am Bartender Bob, and happy 4th of July, or happy let's all just watch Jaws eat hot dogs and blow shit up day. That works too. Today we're making a cocktail that is inspired by the absolute classic movie from 1975, Steven Spielberg's Jaws. We're calling it Quint's Quench. Before we get into the cocktail, let's talk about the movie for a second. This was the very first summer blockbuster. It put Steven Spielberg on the map, came out 1975. It's based on the novel with the same name that came out in 1974, written by Peter Benchley. The movie did a whole lot of shit. Most importantly, I'd say the thing that it did was terrify America. It made people just not want to get in the water. Nobody wanted to go swimming after Jaws came out. For that reason, this is definitely a horror movie, and I think it fits our spiel here at the Haunted Hideaway. The shark attacks in the movie are very memorable, but they're few and far between. They're really not what makes the movie amazing. Reason being is because the animatronic shark on set malfunctioned like crazy. They named it Bruce, and it barely worked at all. So Spielberg had to pivot and figure out a way to shoot the movie and build suspense without showing you a whole shitload of shark. The thing that really puts Jaws into the realm of a classic, an all-time great film, are the characters. They're well fleshed out, well acted, and you really get a sense of who they are and connect with them on their adventure. Chief among them, Quint, one of the greatest characters of all time. He delivers one of the best monologues in cinematic history in this movie. He and his buddies are sitting below deck on his ship, the Orca, and he's regaling them with a tale of World War II. He was on the USS Indianapolis when it sank, and all of his crewmates got eaten by sharks. While he's delivering this tale, they're obviously drinking heavily. They're hammered, and one can only assume they're polishing off the case of Apricot Brandy that Quint requests earlier in the movie. And there is another really famous scene in the movie where Quint opens and chugs a Narragansett and crushes the can. So of course, the cocktail we're making today is going to feature both Apricot Brandy and Narragansett. So let's go ahead and get into building the cocktail itself. First, we are going to get 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice. And we're dropping that into our shaker. And then we're gonna take our white grapefruit. We're going with 1 full ounce of white grapefruit. If you can get your hands on fresh grapefruit, it's always better to squeeze your own juice, but we could not find any. So we're going with the bottle. I know it's a bit of a sin. And we're putting that into our shaker. And we're going with 1/2 ounce of cinnamon syrup into the shaker. And we're doing 1/2 ounce of the apricot brandy as well. Into the shaker. And we're doing 2 ounces of this Clement. This is a rum Agricole. It's fairly easy to find. It's very delicious. And into the shaker. We're gonna put a scoop or two of pebble ice in there and shake it up. And we are going to go ahead and pour 2 ounces of the Narragansett straight into our glass here. And we're gonna strain the rest of our cocktail in on top of that. And then we're gonna top it off with more pebble ice. And lastly, we're gonna do 2 dashes of Angostura bitters right on top. There we go. Bruce is thirsty today. Let's go ahead and take a sip, see what it tastes like. That is delicious. The grapefruit and the Narragansett actually play really well together. They make the cocktail a really light, enjoyable summertime drink, something you could drink on the beach, on a boat, by the pool, what have you. You get a little bit of the spice coming in through the cinnamon syrup, and that plays nicely with the sweetness of the apricot brandy as well. It's a very well-balanced drink. It's kind of perfect for the 4th of July, I think, so when you're sucking down your 14th or 15th hot dog, make sure that you wash it on down with a Quench. If you do want to make this at home, like always, we've got all the drink specs down below. If you make it, let us know what you thought. You love it, you hate it. Did you change it up? We love hearing feedback from you guys. I hope you're having a very safe holiday. Don't blow any of those precious little digits off. We don't want any blood in the water. We know what happens when there's blood in the water. Yeah, and thanks for stopping by the Haunted Hideaway. Until next time, as always, cheers, fears, and here's to swimming with bow-legged women. Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you ladies of Spain.